Hello traders, D7 here with freetradingvideos.com. Man, has the markets been crazy. Taking a look here at the SPX yet again. The reason you're seeing so many videos from the S&P from me is because the S&P 500 is one of our favorite indices to watch, to focus on. It is a great barometer of the markets as a whole to know what's happening across the board with the other indexes also. Now, I still look at the Dow, I still look at the NASDAQ, I look at the Russells, I'll even go to the Wilshires from time to time. There's a lot of other ones I do look at, but the SPX is the big dog. Anyway, let's walk through this. We had this nice uptrend going that looked and appeared to me to be just like a bear flag. I really thought we were going to come crashing down. If you remember a couple videos ago, look at this candlestick, this red one. Look how it broke this big blue line. We come crashing down through it. Let's blow this up and get right on top of this, right there. Here's our support line. We bounce off of support up, and then we come down and we close below it. I thought, there it is. There's going to be the break of our bear flag, and we're just going to come tumbling down. And look what happened. The very next day, we get this little sideways. It's called a spinning top formation. And I thought, man, this thing could hang up here. And then boom, the very next day, we pop up. This was yesterday. Things that used to be support, then break support, then acts as resistance. And getting to look at this a little closer, we actually closed above the 50-day moving average and the 20-day moving average and this resistance line. And I thought, wow, when I saw that, I thought, well, maybe, we'll hit our head there and then drop. But today, boom, we get a big report that came out this morning, pre-market. The GDP, it was a big surprise. They were expecting to have a revision of 2.7%, and they actually had a revision of 3.3%. They're saying that the growth was fueled by a rise in exports and by consumer spending, their tax rebate checks that we all got, at least here in the U.S. For all those overseas that don't know, President Bush cut us all a bunch of checks, and it's fun getting checks. We've received 2 now. A lot of us have spent them on gadgets, and I think we received $1,200 US dollars, and it allow us to have, I look at every dollar like an employee. The more employees you have, the more money you can make in the market. So get those accounts built up. So anyway, getting back here, we popped through. I mean, we had a nice day today. Dow was up 213 points. S&P was up 19. Russell's was up 14. NASDAQ was up 29. I mean, the Russell's was up 2%. Then the Dow was up 1.8%. SP was up 1.5%. NASDAQ was only up 1.2%. But anyway, we got this big pop here. So we sold out right at 1,300. That's going to be a resistance point. It was here, and it has been in the past, and it will be now. Now, what's interesting here is that I took some longs off the table at the end of the day. I don't think that we're going to hold this. I think there's a better chance of seeing a drop here. And I just wasn't convinced that there was going to be a continuation in this run. Today's strong stock market rally should have pushed the bonds lower. They should have went below the 118 mark, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. The bonds and the market just didn't correlate with each other at all. So I have a sneaky suspicion that we're just going to drop right here. Boom. And start heading back down. But this sideways consolidation stuff, you got to be careful. A lot of people bought into this, and they could have their heads handed to them in the near future. So pay special attention. Make sure your stop losses are in place and that you don't let any of your stocks just get away from you. So anyway, be careful out there and always trade with that stop loss, especially in this market. Until next time, catch you at freetradingvideos.com.